My brother, Dr. Adam Altman, is here with his lovely family, my sister-in-law, Robin, and my nephews, Kevin and Alex. That's an applause line. Thanks so much. I should say Dr. Adam Altman. You know, he's a well-respected eye surgeon in nearby Reading, Pennsylvania. I know what you're thinking. You know, he got the brains, I got the cheekbones. He's a well-respected member of the community. I got a huge cock. He has health insurance. I have like 2-for-1 Metamucil at Duane Reade. I've seen him do surgery. It's quite dazzling what he does. You know, when he finishes his gig, people walk out of there and they weren't able to see when they walk in, and they walk out and they can see. And you know, after I saw him do surgery, it made me feel kind of insignificant and kind of, you know, icky, slimy. I couldn't perform for weeks. But of course, the grass is always greener. It's he who's here tonight, and he wants to do what I do, which is stand here before you people and make you glad that you're you and not me. So I'd like to bring Adam up. Adam, are you around? My brother Adam, Dr. Adam Altman. He's going to come up. Now listen, you know, my brother's not a professional stand-up comedian. LASIK is his bread and butter. That being said, please, I hope you'll be kind to him. There's a good reason to be kind to him besides the fact that he's my brother and the fate of the show depends on it. You know, at some point, you're going to have problems with your cornea. You don't want to be looking up and see my brother looming over you with like a laser scalpel and think, oh shit, that's the guy I heckled in Ardmore. So with that, I give you now Dr. Adam Altman, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you all very much. Sean Altman, thank you. Give it up for Sean. Thank you all very much. Welcome to Ardmore. It's great to be here. I so appreciate you guys coming out. Sean, I want to thank you so much for this opportunity. Truth be told, though, I got to say, Sean really owes me big time. A month ago, my practice had its annual Bring Your Sibling to Work Day, and I brought Sean into surgery with me. And next thing you know, I actually let him do 4 cataract surgeries. You know, it seemed like a good idea at the time. It was a disaster. But, you know, that's what malpractice insurance is for. So, I'm a little bit nervous. I've never done this before, and, you know, I haven't said that since I was, like, 17 years old. Also, I was the victim of a hate crime earlier this week. It really affected me very, very much. I walked into a bathroom, and spray painted all over the walls was graffiti. Horrible anti-Semitic stuff. Dirty money-grubbing Jew. Go back to Israel. It was horrible. And I was home at the time. You know, my wife's a really ugly drunk. So I've been working on this routine for several weeks now, and I want you to know that I've gotten virtually no family support whatsoever. I did the routine once for my boy Alex, and he looked at me and he said, "Dad, whatever you do, don't trust your instincts." And my wife wouldn't even listen to me. I mean, all she wanted to do was just buy shoes online. So I'd practice every night in front of my 2 little dogs. But let me tell you, they howled. So I know what you're thinking, you know, not another ophthalmologist comedian. But the bottom line is, you know, medicine is a tougher and tougher way to make a living nowadays. You know, there's all this government regulation, and what insurance companies pay is horrible. I mean, cataract surgery, you know, what Medicare pays is a joke. And let me tell you, you know, it's not just me. Literally, all over the country, doctors everywhere, you know, are finding it more and more difficult to make hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars every year. So I figured, you know, Jews already pretty much run show business, so maybe I can do this for a while. I used to live a few miles away in Wynwood, Pennsylvania. My wife, Robin, and I moved to Reading, Pennsylvania, Berks County about 17 years ago. Anybody ever been to Reading? Anybody been there? Really sucks, doesn't it? And from the standpoint of an eye surgeon, I got to tell you, it was a horrible, horrible career move. I mean, you know, there's a lot of Amish and Mennonite folks in Berks County, and with all of the inbreeding, a lot of my patients are cyclopean. So it really cut my cataract surgery practice in half, just like that. And I kid about that a little bit, but the bottom line is, you know, a lot of it's true. When we moved to Reading, there was an article in the newspaper, and I swear to God this is true. The police had broken up a large cocaine ring run by 2 Amish men, and in the paper it listed their names, true story, as Abner Stoltzfus and Abner Stoltzfus, none related. None related. Reading's changed a lot since we've lived there. At least now there's a Starbucks in town that didn't used to be. So all the the redneck anti-Semitic hunters are much more active right now. They used to be sort of lethargic. It used to be like used to be Vern. I think I saw a Jew. I did see a Jew. Shoot him, Vern. Now they're much more hyped up on these specialized Starbucks coffees. Things like chocolate rabbit dropping frappuccino, and the Venti possum latte. So now it's like Vern, Jew, shoot him. They can't get me though. I've got my own specialty Starbucks drink. The mint money mochaccino. It's very, very good. A little rich. There's like 20 Jews in all of Berks County. Half of them are doctors in my practice. The other half are doctors that are applying to be in my practice. Used to be 21 Jews. One of them was sort of slow. Vern shot him. It's been a big cultural change moving to Reading, Pennsylvania. For instance, right now it's hunting season in Berks County. Hunting season, as they call it. And Jews don't hunt. So this is really all sort of different to me. But I will say that in Reading, in Berks County, nothing is wasted. Economically, times are tough. People are really, really struggling. Not me, but just people in general. And when hunters hunt in Berks County, they take pride in knowing that nothing is wasted. For instance, there's a neighbor of mine, John, nice guy, and when he shoots a deer, every part of the deer is used. For instance, he'll take the tenderloin of the deer and he'll put it in a nice sauce, and he'll make a wonderful venison steak, delicious. And he'll take the horn of the deer and he'll carve it into a decorative knife handle, and then he'll use the rest of the carcass for sex. I've really tried hard to maintain a strong Jewish identity. It's a little bit difficult. Many of you may know that Sean and my father, Al Altman, just turned 79, doing very well. We're really happy about that. But as a young boy, he was a Holocaust survivor, and it affected him very, very deeply. To this day now, 70 years later, he still gets nervous every time he walks into a gas chamber. The poor guy hasn't taken a shower in over 50 years. Okay, just for a second, I'm an eye doctor, and I have to ask the question, two punchlines there. Which was better, number one or number two? Better one or better two? Or as they say in Berks County, can you do them both again? Honestly, when I die, I want on my tombstone it should say number two was better. I used to practice at Wills Eye Hospital in Philadelphia. I had a lot of Jewish patients there, very few in Reading, Pennsylvania. So a few weeks ago, it really shocked me when I was talking to a patient of mine, and he said that his father had actually died in the Holocaust. And I was like, oh my God, that's horrible. What happened? He says, I fell out of guard tower 89. My kids go to school in Berks County. They love the school. They're the only Jews in their class, and the teacher's grade on a curve. So naturally they're doing pretty well. But my wife and I were upset when recently, last April, the kids took the first day of Passover off and they got detention. This is a school system that allows you to take school off the first day of hunting season. So my wife and I went and we talked to the guidance counselor. We said, what gives? And he says, look, that's just how the school system works here. There's also a strict no yarmulke policy, and if you're caught with matzah on school property, you'll be shot on sight, probably by Vern. But think about that. They actually give you the first day off of hunting season off of school. I don't think the local Ardmore school system gives you a day off for hunting season, unless it's, hunting for bargains at King of Prussia. And that's silly. There are no bargains at King of Prussia. You want bargains, come to Reading. Before Christmas, there's a buy one rifle, get one free at Tommy's gun shop. Tommy's Vern's best friend. They're both named Stulsfus. Unrelated, of course. Right. Thank you very much. You've been great. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Adam Altman.